Happy lunch hour, guys. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about security today. Uh, Things inexpensively that you can do. Reason being is this: every day it seems we're opening up the news and there's another story about somebody's house got broken into and the perpetrator got shot. Okay, there was a story from yesterday. A guy in Virginia broke into a house and the homeowner shot him, killed him, and everything. Good. That's exactly what should happen to these people. Okay. However, the easiest way to avoid a situation like that is to make sure that the people can't get into your house in the first place. Okay. Just because the guy was able to stop the perpetrator and foiled the burglary, the robbery, whatever, you never know what's going to happen, and there always is an aftermath. uh, if the person got in, it depends on your house. Are you 75 years old and living by yourself? Are you 35 years old with two small kids back in the bedroom? Okay. Does this happen at 2 o'clock in the morning when you're sound asleep and maybe you can defend yourself if you've got something to do it? Does it happen at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when you're at work and the kids are at school and you come home at the end of the day and go, the house just got completely ransacked? Okay. There's a lot of pros and a lot of cons. Everything says, oh, yeah, I defend my house. You're not there 24/7. And trust me, most of the criminals are watching for when you're not there. I mean, yeah, they're stupid, but they're not that dumb to go, gee, you know what? The guy's sitting in the living room watching TV. This will be a good time to go break into the house. No, they try to do it when people aren't home. They try to do it when it's in the middle of the night. You guys have seen stories many times about people, criminals, using uh, a service van, we're here to fix the air conditioner or whatever it would be. And nobody pays any attention to it. And well, this car's parked in the driveway in broad daylight. They're just robbing you blind. You come home and go, what the hell happened? I said, well, I saw the air conditioner repair guy here today. I said, I didn't have my air conditioning repaired. This is what I'm saying. Okay. So an ounce of prevention is kind of what I want to talk about here a little bit, and some things that you can do that maybe you don't do. Okay. The bad guys have to get into your house, right? So basically that means they're coming through a door or a window. Okay. I mean, unless, somebody takes a chainsaw to the side of your wall or a jackhammer, if you got a brick house, that might get noticed. Okay. But they're going to take the path of least resistance. So let's look at some things here real quick. First off, securing your doors. Okay. Metal doors are better than wood doors. We all know that. Okay. But the biggest catch is this, literally the catch. Okay. And if I hold this on its side, you guys know how one of these works. This is what goes up against the door frame, and the deadbolt goes in here. Okay. This is your standard 1-inch screw that's used. Okay. That's about as far as it goes in. Basically gets into the door frame. If you ever looked at a door frame's usually made out of pine. Pine is pretty soft. They just kick it in, door frame it all. Okay. Get yourself bigger screws, 2.5, 3-inch screws. Get it in there. So not only are you going into the door frame, but you're going into the studs that make the wall. Okay. That will make it a ton more difficult to kick a door in. Okay. Because yes, sure, the deadbolt is still only going, probably, unless you've got one of those super long deadbolts, probably only going into the door frame. But now if you've got to kick through a couple of screws in the 2x4s too, whole lot more difficult. So there's that one. Next one, your windows. Sorry. Real simple. You got windows on the first floor, right? Chances are somebody's not getting a ladder and trying to break in through your second floor window. Okay. You've got windows on your first floor. very easy to break in, especially in a back of a house or whatever. You break in a window in the front of the house, people might see that. So they're going to go to the back of the house. At least do this in the back of your house. Look at the pictures we saw from the break-in with Paul Pelosi last week. And how'd the guy get in the house? He broke a window, right? Broke a window, stuck his hand through, unlocked the door, and moved on his way in. I've got glass in the doors on my house. Take a look at this picture. That's what you want your glass to do, okay? And it's very easy to do. You can buy protective film. It's anywhere between 2 millimeters thick and 4 millimeters thick. And literally you just put it right on. It just sticks right to the glass. It's completely transparent, whatever it would be. But now if you smash it with a rock, smash it with a baseball bat or anything like that, it won't break. The plastic is holding that glass together, okay? They'd have to do a whole lot of smashing to smash that whole pane out at that point, because it'd have to come out in one piece. So that will prevent somebody from doing it. And if anybody sees a guy, swinging a baseball bat against a window for 5 minutes trying to get it out, the guy's going to leave. He's like, okay, forget it. And you come home and you got a busted window, but the window's still there. All your stuff is still in the house. You're good. Or it happens in the middle of the night. That guy what was that? Back to sleep. You're going to hear this bang, bang, bang. That's going to wake you up. Okay. So there's that one. Your garage. This is the one where you are the most susceptible to being broke into and you don't even realize it. Okay. How many of you have the little clicker hung from your rearview mirror visor? A lot of people. Okay. I've got one. Fortunately, we don't have an electric garage door opener that's connected to it. So it's the old one from the Vegas house. I've still got it, believe it or not. But if you leave your car unlocked, open the door, pull out the garage door clicker, beep. Now, if you've got an attached garage, you've just given somebody access to your entire house. If you've got, like me, a detached garage, yeah. What do you have in value away of tools and God knows supplies that you have out in the garage that can easily be stolen, right? So at a minimum, guys, lock your car if it's parked in the driveway. A better solution to get one of the little garage door openers, because they're all generic. All you gotta do is program them, right? You see all the stories about the guys going down the street, keep pushing a button, see if it opens the garage door. Yeah, that's possible too. Okay. Get one of the ones that goes on your keychain and use that one. That way, when you go in the house at the end of the day, your keys are in the house, your garage door opener's in the house. Now, here's the other one. And this is if, let's say you don't even have a electric garage door opener. Let's say you've got a manual garage door opener, okay? You push that slide through. That will stop them, okay? Make sure you're using that lock, okay? At night when you come home, drop your garage door. I don't care if you've got an electric garage door. Put that lock on, okay? Because here's why. Take a look at this picture. Y'all have seen that in your garage, the string that's hanging down there, right? That is the release for the electric garage door opener. It is extremely easy to access that from outside. All they literally do is get a coat hanger. Go back to the days of Slim Jimming a car, opening a car with a coat hanger. It's the exact same principle. They go in from the top of the garage where the weather stripping and the door meet, put a little hook on the end of the coat hanger, fish the coat hanger through, get a hold of that string, which is, like you see in the picture, right there by the door, okay? It's only a couple of feet in tops. They can pull that through, get the string down, and as long as they get a little bit of that string outside, pop, and they've just completely released your garage door, and now they can open it manually. Simple stuff, guys. Tie that string up so it's short, okay? Braid it, do whatever it is. Take the handle and put it up so it's maybe only this high from there, okay? I've seen people put something like a pool noodle on there, to make it this big around, and it won't work. But make that string unaccessible. If you only make it, tie it up so the handle's only a couple inches high, cut off the rest of it, yeah, you can still reach it. Maybe a little difficult if the one time every 5 years you've got to release it, you got to get out a chair or something to stand on, fine. No big deal. But those are the easiest ways to protect entry to your house. So in case somebody wants to try to break in, you've just made it a hell of a lot more difficult for them. And even though a lot of us have personal protection devices to protect yourself, chances are you don't want to use it, because even if you have to, and even if you are totally right, does anybody want to spend days, weeks, months talking to police, talking to attorneys, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, explaining why you did what you did? Could be found totally innocent, but the stress that's going to put on you is going to be astronomical. An ounce of prevention, guys. Do a couple of little things around your house. Screws are cheap. Tying up a string is free. And getting some plastic for your windows, maybe, depending on how many windows you got, a couple of $100 tops, again, depending on how many windows you have. Yeah, that's a prep that means the difference between your life and your sanity and being in a pine box. Well out.